Hi guys, and welcome back to Over the Rainbow, where we were making this awesome Henry from Once Upon a Time. This is part 3 of 3, so this is the last part to Henry's creation. So there will be no materials list other than your hook and a C-clip if you do not want to tie this off into a slip knot, but I highly encourage tying off into a slip knot. And don't worry, if you're like, what is a slip knot? That's okay, because I teach you in the video. So, are you ready to jump right in? Keep watching for the how-to of this last part of Henry's creation. So, with your arrows pointing towards you, and also the grooves, if you haven't seen the transparent arrows, you're going to pull back that shoe band, and you're going to grab the first bands, which are the jean bands, and you're just going to grab the bottom two, and you're going to go up and just hook it to the pin, just like that. Going to grab bottom two, hook it to the next pin. Grab bottom two, hook it to the next pin. And then you're going to do the same on the other side. Don't start hooking anything else but the pants. So you're going to pull back this, find the bottom two, woo! And you're just going to, if this happens, you're just going to pull it through. Actually, you're just going to make sure this is attached, and you're going to fold it over to where the centers are attached, and you're just going to stick on this pin right here. It's either just like that. Goodness. So just going to hook that shoe back on, and now we're going to continue looping. So you're going to grab in, find the bottom two, and hook it to that next pin. Bottom two, next pin. Bottom two, next pin. Now we're ready to start hooking his shirt. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab the actually top two pins, bands, excuse me, on that pin, on each side, and we're going to hook it to the center, which is where his shirt starts. So we're going to go in, and then we're going to hook either side of the shirt, the black part, after we hooked the side diagonal part to the bottom of his shirt. Now we're going to pull all the bands back until we find the bottom two bands, and that is where we pull over, and you're just going to pull over, and you're going to pull over, just like that. And then pretty much you're going to do the same thing on the sides, except you're going to pull back those horizontal bands and loop through them. So you're going to pull back, grab the bottom two bands, pull over, and hook. Now don't go doing the arms before my instruction, because there's a lot of tension there. So you're going to pull back your band and just loop it to the next one. So pull back the horizontal band, pull it up. Now we're ready to do the arms. So you're going to pull back the arm, and you're going to grab these bottom two bands, and it's kind of hard to see sometimes, so just a warning. Going to pull up, over, and then you're going to press on here. So they don't come off, just push it down so they actually fit. Then you're going to go down here. This task is very hefty, and if you have a really bad quality hook or one that is about to break, be very, very careful. You're going to go back in, and through all that tension, you're going to grab the three bands that were the neck bands. So, like that. So I'm just going to go in and check. Oh, there's one band down there left. So, one band. I always make my figures with triple bands at the neck, if you're wondering. And a lot of people, a lot of YouTubers especially, make their figurines with just two bands at the neck, but it makes their neck kind of flimsy and sometimes fall over and not support their head and stuff. So it's a lot easier if you actually just make their neck with three bands. So it actually supports their head and kind of sticks a little bit better. So Next, what we're going to do is we're going to go in and we're going to find the top 2 bands, and you're going to put them where they belong. So, top 1 band, I got that. Now, I'm just going to find that other band that goes with it. And those should be the diagonal sides, unless you did this one first or something. But after you place all those bands, it should kind of look like almost half of a flower. And you're going to go in and you're just going to loop this vertical chain right here. And you're going to go in, pulling back that horizontal band, and loop that over just like that. So you're just going to pull back the horizontal band for the face right there, just as you did here. Once you've looped either side of the face, you're actually going to not go in and skip the eyes. You're going to loop it with them, because I've tried looping like the eyes together with everything else, kind of like a horizontal band, but it doesn't work and the eyes fall out eventually. So I don't know what was wrong, but you just loop the eyes with the hair. It sounds crazy, but it works. So anything that works, right? So then you're just going to go in and you're going to hook up from those bands, and you're just going to hook up to that center pin at the top right here. And then this part is one of the most tension-filled parts. You're going to pull back all those bands. You're going to grab that single bottom band, and you're going to tuck it right here. Now this would be the opportune time to add a C-clip. If you're going to add a C-clip, just add a generic C-clip. But as you can see, there are two, there are 2 bands that are the same band actually, but you're just going to pull that bottom one up and over to tie a slip knot. And you're just going to pull with your hook. And if the band bursts, that's fine, but just know that you might have to replace and make another band if it bursts. So I showed you that for a reason. This was not staged. And, well, it was staged. Actually, you're just going to pull off those bands, and you're going to find one of your hair-colored bands. So once you find one of your brown hair-colored bands, you're going to slip it on the back of your hook, like that, and you're just going to make sure all these bands right here get on there. So even if you're doing a little bit at a time, just going over, just like that. So these bands up and over. And so once you have all those, then you can put on your hook and tie a slip knot again by pulling that bottom one over and tying it, but not too hard. And so if your band broke just like mine did, just pull it out there and then take off your figurine. I'm just going to go off camera to do this because it's a lot easier. So once you've done that, you seem to have a Henry. Now let's add on the scarf by taking it, and you're just going to wrap it around just like that. But what you're going to do is you're going to get 2 blacks, or your coat color, and you're going to tie slip knots in through here by going in, finding a whole bunch of bands that you just want to tie it through, and then you're going to, with your hook, just slide those through, put them together, and pull that back one over the top one, pull, and make a slip knot. Do that to the other side. After you tie those slip knots on the shoulders back here, you can snip them off, and then you're going to tie slip knots right here on the sides of his coat. Again, with using black bands. Once you're done with that, go ahead and slip off those. Snip, not slip, excuse me. Ta-da! You've now created Henry from Once Upon a Time. Thank you so much for watching this tutorial, and if you liked it super much, oh my gosh, then give it a big thumbs up down below. And if you have any ideas, possibly Once Upon a Time ideas, because I love Once Upon a Time, then just comment them down below. Maybe I'll even throw in a Rumpelstiltskin tutorial. But anywho, if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button up there, down there, I don't know. But anywho, I'll see you later. Bye!